Hello, I'm Dante, and you're listening to the Edge Podcast. Welcome to this space where we talk about what truly matters. How to live with purpose, how to grow without breaking, how to find balance in a world that never stops running. Today, I want to dive into something we all feel but rarely face head-on. Tiredness. Why are you exhausted all the time? Why, even when you sleep, even when you try to unplug, do you feel like you're carrying a weight, like you can't keep up? Stick with me, because today we're not just talking about closing your eyes. We're going to explore what rest really is, how it transforms your body, your emotions, your entire life. And why learning to rest might just be the most powerful investment you can make for your success. Picture this scene for a moment. It's Friday afternoon, or maybe Sunday night. You've been running for days, weeks even. Work, bills to pay, to-dos piling up like shaky towers. You get home, collapse into a chair, and think, finally, a moment for me. But nothing happens. You can't relax. Your mind keeps spinning. That message you forgot to reply to, that bill due soon, that conversation that left a knot in your stomach. And even if you go to bed early, even if you promise yourself, tonight, I'll rest, you wake up with the same feeling, like someone drained your energy while you slept. Sound familiar? Because it does to me. And I'm pretty sure you're not alone. We live in a world that pushes us to never stop. It tells us that being busy is a badge of honor, that if you're not working until midnight, if you're not doing more, then you're not doing enough. But let me ask you something, honestly. Do you really think you can build a solid life with stable finances, strong health, peace in your soul if you're exhausted all the time? Tiredness isn't just an inconvenience, not just a bad day. It's a signal. It's your body shouting, stop. It's your mind whispering, I need space. It's your spirit reminding you that you weren't designed to run without pause, without breath, without a moment to just be human. So, what is rest? Let's pause here, because this is important. Rest isn't just sleeping, though sleep is a crucial part. It's not just turning off the light and crashing into bed after a long day. Rest is deeper, more intentional. It's a state where your body repairs itself, your mind clears, your heart finds relief. It's like hitting the reset button, not just to keep going, but to live better. To be stronger, wiser, more yourself. Let's start with the physical side, because your body is where it all begins. When you rest, and I mean really rest, not just catching a few interrupted hours while checking your phone, your body does incredible things. Your muscles recover and your cells regenerate. Did you know that while you sleep, your brain literally cleans itself? Studies show that during deep sleep, your brain flushes out toxins and organizes information, like it's filing away what you learned and tossing what you don't need. Without rest, that process gets disrupted. Your memory fogs, your focus fades, your body starts to falter. Think about how you feel after a rough night's sleep. Struggling to concentrate? Snapping at little things? That's not a coincidence. That's your body saying, I can't keep going like this. And it's not just your brain. Rest affects your entire physical development. If you work out, you probably know that muscles don't grow while you're lifting weights, but while you're resting afterward. It's in those hours of pause that your body rebuilds, gets stronger. The same goes for your overall health. Without rest, your heart works harder than it should, your blood pressure creeps up, your hormones get out of whack. Research links lack of sleep to issues like chronic stress, diabetes, even weight gain. Your body isn't an endless machine. It's a living system, and rest is its fuel. But rest isn't just physical. Let's move to the emotional side, because this is where things get even more fascinating. When you don't rest, your emotions become fragile. Ever notice how a small comment can set you off, or a problem you'd normally handle calmly suddenly feels overwhelming? That's tiredness talking. Emotional rest is like a hug for your heart. It's giving yourself permission to not be on all the time, to not have to fix everything, please everyone, or pretend you're okay. Without that space, you get more anxious, more impatient, more likely to feel like you're not enough. And that's not just a bad moment. That affects how you see yourself, how you treat others, how you face life. Think of it this way. Imagine your emotions are like a glass of water. Every day, life takes a sip, an argument, a worry, a tough decision. If you don't rest, if you don't refill that glass, it eventually runs dry. And when that happens, you've got nothing left to give. But when you rest, when you give yourself a moment to breathe, to sit in silence, to reconnect with yourself, that glass fills up again. With patience, with clarity, with hope. Emotional rest helps you manage stress, make decisions calmly, be kinder to yourself and others. It's like a shield that keeps you from breaking when life gets heavy. Now, how does rest tie into your overall development? Here's where we connect the dots. Rest isn't just a break to keep going. It's an investment in who you are and who you want to be. Physically, it gives you the energy to move, to create, to care for yourself. Emotionally, it gives you the strength to face challenges without crumbling. And on a deeper level, it gives you clarity to know where you're headed. Without rest, you're running on a hamster wheel, lots of effort, but little progress. With rest, every step counts, because you take it with intention, with purpose. Let's talk about how this connects to success, because at the end of the day, we all want to thrive, right? In your finances, for instance. When you're tired, you make impulsive choices. You buy things you don't need, you stop planning, you give in to the stress of a tight budget. But when you rest, your mind is sharper. You can sit down and review your expenses calmly, say no to what doesn't serve you, spot opportunities with fresh eyes. It's like rest gives you a new lens to see the world. In your health, the impact is even clearer. Without rest, your body wears down. You get sick more easily, you feel weak, you lose the drive to move. But when you prioritize rest, you have energy to walk, to eat better, to care for the temple that is your body. And in your personal growth, rest is the difference between stalling and growing. Want to learn something new? Want to be more disciplined? Want to lead others? You can't do it if you're burned out. Rest gives you the space to reflect, to adjust your path, to dream bigger. Now, I don't want to skip the spiritual side, because for me, this is where it all comes together. Rest isn't just a tool to perform better. It's part of how we were designed to live. Think about the Bible, right at the start. Genesis 2 verses 2-3 says that after creating the universe, with all its beauty and complexity, God rested. Not because he was tired, but because he wanted to show us something. Rest is part of the order. It's a sacred rhythm that says, you can create, you can work, but you also need to pause to enjoy, to appreciate, to just be. And then, in Exodus 20 verses 8-11, God gives the commandment to keep the Sabbath. It says, remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he rested. That's not just a day off. It's a call to trust. To trust that you don't have to do it all, that there's a greater purpose holding you up, that you can stop and still be enough. That rhythm isn't just spiritual. It's practical. It gives you strength to build a balanced life. And even if not everyone sees rest through a lens of faith, we can all feel its power. Because when you rest, you don't just recover. You transform. Your body aligns, your emotions stabilize, your mind opens to new possibilities. It's like rest is the key that unlocks the door to everything you want to be. But I'm not going to lie. Resting isn't easy in a world that glorifies exhaustion. We're surrounded by noise, expectations, screens that never let us go. Even technology, which is supposed to make life easier, sometimes complicates it. There are apps powered by artificial intelligence that track your sleep, telling you if you got enough deep sleep or woke up too often. And that's fine, they're helpful tools. But real rest doesn't come from an algorithm. It comes from a choice. From saying, I deserve this. My body needs it, my heart needs it, my life needs it. So, what happens when you don't rest? Let's break it down. Physically, I've said it before, your body wears out. Your defenses drop, your energy tanks, even your skin and posture show it. Ever seen someone who's exhausted? They don't just look tired, they look dimmed. And emotionally, tiredness is like a magnifying glass that makes everything worse. A small problem feels like the end of the world. a criticism hits harder. Anxiety creeps into every corner. And in your relationships, tiredness makes you distant. Not because you don't want to connect, but because you've got nothing left to give. So, how does rest help? This is where it shines. Physically, it rebuilds you, gives strength to move, work, enjoy. Emotionally, it calms you, helps you see problems clearly, respond instead of react. Financially, it brings clarity to plan, save, invest. In personal growth, it gives space to learn, question, and grow without racing the world. And spiritually, it reminds you that you're not alone. That there's a greater design, a rhythm that holds you. Let me give you an example to tie it together. Imagine someone who wants to start a business. They're excited, full of ideas, but they don't rest. They work until 3 in the morning, sleep 4 hours, live on coffee and stress. At first, it feels like progress, but soon they mess up. They overspend, snap at their team, lose focus. Now picture that same person, but rested. They sleep 7 hours, take breaks to think, care for their body and mind. That entrepreneur doesn't just have more energy, they have more vision. They make smarter choices, inspire others, build something that lasts. Rest isn't a luxury for them. It's their edge. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, we're all building something. A family, a career, a life with meaning. And you can't build anything solid if you're exhausted. It's like trying to raise a house without a foundation. Sooner or later, it wobbles. I want to wrap up with something practical, because talking is great, but action is what counts. Here are 3 ideas to start resting for real. They're simple, but they take intention. First, protect your sleep like you protect your wallet. Set a bedtime and stick to it, like it's a meeting you can't cancel. Turn off screens 20 minutes before a yes, your phone too. Build a routine that tells your body, it's time to let go. Maybe it's reading something calm, writing what you're grateful for, or just breathing deeply. Second, take intentional pauses. You don't need a mountain retreat. 5 minutes a day, close your eyes, breathe slowly, or stare out a window doing nothing. It's like a reset for your mind and heart. And third, connect with what brings you peace. For me, sometimes it's a short prayer before bed. A thank you for what went right, a help me for what's ahead. Maybe for you it's journaling your thoughts, listening to a song that lifts you, or walking in silence. Find your thing and make it part of your day. Here's what I want you to hold on to. Rest isn't something you earn after working hard. It's something you deserve because you're human. And when you rest for real, you don't just get more energy. You get more life. More clarity to handle your money without stress. More strength to chase your goals without burning out. More love to share with the people around you. Because success isn't just about what you achieve, but how you live while you achieve it. This was the Edge Podcast. I'm Dante, and thank you for staying with me until the end. If any of this hit home, I've got a favor to ask: share it with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who's running non-stop, who needs a reminder that it's okay to pause. And now I want to hear from you. How are you taking care of your rest? What's working for you? What's tough? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And tell me, what do you want us to explore together in the next episode? This is our space, a place to grow, to question, to build. I'll catch you soon.